Hello, friends. The Lost Tribe. Dr. Harris was a famous anthropologist who spent his entire life studying ancient tribes in remote parts of the world. One day, he received a mysterious message claiming that there was a tribe in the Amazon jungle that no one had ever seen, a lost tribe that was only spoken of in rumors. For Dr. Harris, this was a golden opportunity. He decided to travel to the heart of the Amazon with his team. The team consisted of 4 people: Dr. Harris, a guide, a photographer, and a translator. After a week of travel, they finally reached the depths of the jungle. The jungle became denser, and a strange silence filled the air, as if no creatures lived there. This was odd because jungles are usually full of the sounds of animals. Their guide told them that they were entering a forbidden area, a place even the jungle dwellers were afraid to go. "No one comes here," the guide whispered. "The spirits of the jungle live here." Dr. Harris ignored the guide's warning, as he was a man of science and didn't believe in such superstitions. But as they moved deeper, a sense of unease started to creep over them all. Eventually, they found an old, abandoned village hidden in the jungle, seemingly untouched for centuries. The huts were strange, and odd carvings were etched into the wood, like an ancient language or symbols. "This is it," Dr. Harris exclaimed excitedly. "We've found it." But as soon as they entered the village, the guide refused to go any further. He warned them that this place was cursed and full of evil spirits. He left them, afraid to continue, but Dr. Harris laughed it off and decided to move ahead. That night, a strange tension filled the air. Dr. Harris's team began to feel like they were being watched. As they tried to sleep, strange whispers and distant cries echoed through the jungle. The next morning, their translator was missing. After searching the area, they found an ancient altar, and the translator's lifeless body was lying on it. His eyes were wide open in fear, and strange marks were carved into his skin, as if used for some ancient ritual. Dr. Harris and the photographer were terrified but couldn't understand what was happening. As they explored further, they saw more carvings on the walls and paintings that hinted that this tribe once performed human sacrifices. By evening, odd things began to happen in the village. Shadows moved behind the trees, as if something was watching them. These were not animals or humans, but something else entirely. As night fell, Dr. Harris and the photographer were attacked. A group of people from the Lost Tribe, with pale eyes and strange markings on their faces, emerged. They didn't look like normal humans. They captured both of them and prepared them for a ritual sacrifice. Dr. Harris was tied to a stone altar. The tribe's leader raised a sharp knife and began chanting in an ancient language. Dr. Harris realized that his life was about to end. The tribe believed in offering human sacrifices to their ancient spirits, and Dr. Harris was to be their final offering. But just as the knife was about to come down, a loud explosion shook the jungle, and a strange power filled the air. Perhaps the ancient spirits of the jungle themselves were unhappy with the killing. The tribe's leader and the others fell to the ground and lay still. Dr. Harris, barely conscious, managed to free himself and escape, injured, from the jungle. But as he reached the edge of the jungle, he realized that the tribe had changed him forever. He could no longer live among humans, as his eyes now had the same eerie whiteness as the tribe's leader.